Hi viewers, welcome to World of CNC. This is slide number 8. In this we will see the profile milling, how the profile is created on the workpiece. So we can create some letters also. This is called ATC automatic tool changer. Already we discussed, and this one is G codes, some important G codes: rapid traverse, linear interpolation, tool length compensation, absolute and incremental command, feed rate, work coordinate system, cutter radius compensation cancel. In this profile we are not going to maintain any dimension, so that we are giving G40, and this is the profile for this is a diagram for profile milling operation. Initially this type of block will be given. On the surface of the block we have to create a profile like this. For that dimensions has been given. Say this is the reference point 0, 0, x value 0, y value 0. Initially we are going to locate the tool at this point and then move the tool to any one of the point on the profile. For example, keeping the tool at x25 and y15.85. This is the very first point we are taking, and then we can move the tool to the next point. X value will be 12.5. This is a 12.5 and y value will be 37.5. Move the cutter to the next. X value is 25, y value will be 59.15, and the next point will be x50. Y value is the same, 59.15, and move the cutter to this point 62.5 and 37.5, and then to this point x value is 50 and y value is 15.85. Come to the last point where we started, x25 and y 15.85 is the starting and the end point. Say after completing this hexagonal shape, simply we are moving the tool in the straight path only, so that we are using G01. After that, we should not lift the cutter in the same depth. We have to keep and then move the cutter like this. We will get curvature at 4 corners, 6 corners. Okay, say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 curvature we will get. Once again we are going to reach the same points, but the movement will be like this. Instead of G01 we can use G02. Why? Because this is moving in the clockwise direction. If we want, we can move the cutter in this direction also, anti-clockwise movement. The next point will be changing, that's all. If it is anti-clockwise direction, from this point to this point, the end point will be x50 and y 15.85. If it is a clockwise direction, from this point to this point, x value will be 12.5 and 37.5. Like that we have to move the cutter. For linear interpolation, the syntax will be x, y with feed rate, that's all. For getting curvature, syntax will be G02 or G03, x value, y value, and then r value with some feed rate. Say all the dimensions are given. Blank size will be 75 by 75 by 15 mm thickness. Depth of cut, that is our option only, 1 mm or 2 mm. As per the diagram, 2 mm we can give. Okay, next we will see how the cutter is moving. Now we know the coordinate values for each and every point. Move the cutter. Say this is the end mill cutter. For example, 3 mm cutter we are selecting, and we are going to write the program like this. We have to start the program with capital letter O. This is a Fanuc controller following any 4-digit number. This is the identity of the program, 1, 2, 3, 4. Next one is a metric input. Generally we are following the metric input only, so that G21 we are using. Next one is a feed rate, feed per minute, x and y direction only the table will move. So that per minute how much we are moving the table is called a feed rate. 98 we are using. Next, incrementally we have to move the cutter to the reference point. Why? Because now we are going to change the tool. For that incrementally we have to move. Okay, now the tool is at home point G91, G28, X0, Y0. Next one is tool changing. At the reference point we are changing the tool, calling the first tool T01 and giving some speed to the spindle, some rotation with S 1200 RPM, and then bring back the cutter to X0, Y0. So here only we are fixing X0, Y0 at the corner of the workpiece, top of the workpiece. So initially bring the cutter to this point. Now the cutter is here like this. Bring the cutter to X25 and Y 15.85. Like this we have to position. Next line. So why we are writing G90 means next we are going to write the coordinate values. So incrementally we have moved the cutter to reference point. After that, while bringing back the cutter to write the program, we have to input G90, so that all the values will be from the reference point only. Okay. Next we are giving compensation, tool length compensation G43. H1 is nothing but a height of that particular tool number 1. Initially we are keeping the tool at some 100 mm height like this for safety precaution. Now we have to move the cutter to Z2. Just above the work surface, bring down the cutter and keep the tool at Z2, 2 mm away from the workpiece. Now we are going to apply G40. G40 is a cutter compensation cancel. That center point of the cutter will be matching our coordinate value. Simply we are going to create the profile like this. We are not maintaining any dimension. Okay, so G40, G00, rapidly we are moving the cutter to X25 and Y 15.85. This is the point. Initially the tool is here. Now we are moving the cutter to this point and down the cutter, that is Z minus 2 depth of cut. Slowly move the cutter downwards. Now the tool is inside the workpiece, 2 mm. That is J01 Z minus 2 with some feed rate of 20. And move the cutter to the next point. Say 6 lines we are getting. 6 times we have to move the cutter for getting hexagonal shape. Say first one is move the cutter to this point 12.5 and 37.5. Next one is X25 and 59.15. Again, once again move the cutter to this point X50 and Y 59.15. Next move the cutter to this point X62.5, 37.5, and then move the cutter to this point. So what is the coordinate value? X value is 50, Y value is 15.85, and once again reach the same point where we started, X25 and 15.85. Now the cutter is here. This is the last line. Next, don't lift the cutter. The same depth we have to keep, and then we are going to make curvature at 6 points. Okay, by using G02 with some radius of 12.5. The same 6 lines we are going to repeat here. By changing the code G0, instead of G01, we can write G02 with some radius 12.5. Now we can move the cutter in this direction. You just press the cutter and then move the cutter in this direction. We will get one curvature, and then move the cutter like this. Second curvature is over. Now move the cutter to third, again fourth, again fifth, again come to the last point. Say this is a 25 comma 15.85 starting point. After reaching this, we have to create a circle. For that, we have to lift the cutter above the work surface and then move the cutter to the next point on the circle, that is x 22.5 and y 37.5. How we are getting this 22.5 and 37.5? Say this is the diameter 30 mm, radius will be 15 mm from the corner to the center point. So what is the length? 37.5, total is 75, center point will be 37.5. So 37.5 minus a radius of 15, we will get a 22.5. That is the starting point of the circle. There only we are going to keep the tool. This is 22.5 and 37.5, x value, y value. Now at a stretch we can rotate the cutter, we will get one circle. Instead of that, we can move the cutter to this point, one semicircle we will get. Once again we have to move the cutter to this point, starting point. So two lines we have to write. Instead of that, we can use the IJK method, IJK x, y, z respectively. Okay, so what is the meaning of IJK is, the definition will be starting point of the arc to the center point of the arc, how much variation in x or y. Okay, so this is x direction, this is y direction. Starting now we are locating the cutter here. This point to the center point, you just draw a line. Changes in x direction or y direction, easily we can tell. From this point to this point, x only changing. How much? It is 15 mm varying. Okay, it is coming towards the center point, so that it is a positive value. So that I am giving I15, I for x axis. Okay, suppose we are locating the cutter here, we are rotating the cutter like this. From this point to this point, if you draw a line, y value will be changing. Okay, so this is y axis. So 15 mm in y direction it is changing. How much? It is a negative value, y minus 15 will come. Okay, or otherwise IJK we are using, j for y axis, j minus 15 will come if we keep the tool here. So here also we can keep, here also we can keep. According to the position, the value will be changing. Okay, now I am keeping the tool here and creating a circle. The value will be G0 to I15. 15 mm it is changing in x direction. That's all. And then lift the cutter to 2 mm. And then once again bring the cutter to z 100 mm height. Now the tool is lifting 2 mm. Once again lift the cutter to 100 mm. And then go back to G28, Z0 and X0, Y0. Okay, first lifting the cutter to Z0 and then move the cutter X0, Y0 by using incremental command of G91. Okay, finally put M05, switching off the spindle. Finally put M30, that is a program end or rewind. So only one piece we are doing, we can put M02 also at the end. Okay, so this is the way to write the program. Now we will see the simulation also. Go to software. The same program we are going to copy in the software also. If you open the software, CNC Mill, this is under CADM software, CNC Mill. It will ask create a new part, open an existing part. So now we go with create a new part. Click OK. Now we are going to open the program. Already we stored somewhere in the drive. Open it and then where the program is saved. So this is surface mill, profile milling. Select the program and then open. Say now the program is copied in the program editor page. Now we will see the software introduction first. This is a simulation area. This one is a program editor page where we are going to input our values, the program. And the right side is data will come where the tool is moving. what are the parameters we have. These error, suppose we have any error, it will be indicated in this page. So these things will be displayed here in the right side, and we have menu bar and icon bars. Okay, these are all for simulation purpose. These are all for zooming options, views. This one is a line command and solid mode. These are all zooming options. These things already we know. Both are same. Blank. Okay. Blank. Machine. Syntax, tick mark. Say both are same. Anyone we can select. Now already we entered the program in the program editor page. After entering the program, we go with syntax. Now we are verifying our program, whether it is corrected or not. Now the program is verified, no more error is there. Automatically the software will go to next stage. So only one serial number. In the toolbox, tool dialog box, only one serial number we will get. Why? Because T01 in the program, only one tool we are using. Suppose we are using more than one tool, that particular serial numbers will come. Proper tool to be selected for proper operation. Now we are doing just profile milling only. We are selecting N mill cutter. Double click here. We will get a tool library. In that, say so many operations are there. Now we are doing N milling operation. Select N mill 4 float, 4 cutting edges will be there, so that finishing will be good. Select it, and then minimum diameter 3 mm, better to select 3 mm. The profile will be clear. Click OK. If you want to see the geometry of the tool, click here. The tool diameter is 3. Float length is 8. Length from holder to face. Okay, this is 13 mm. This is a flute length only. From this point to this point, it is 13 mm. And then give OK. Once again, give OK. Tool has been assigned now. Click OK and go to machine type. So what type of machine? Only one machine is available. Fanuc OM. Select it and go to raw material setup. This is actual raw material. Okay, so what is the X value as per the profile? It is 75 mm X value, and Y value also 75. So what is the minimum corner? We have taken corner reference only, there is no minimum corner. If we take middle reference, middle point, both the minimum corner and the maximum corner we have to input. So in this no minimum corner, put it 0 simply. And what is the height? Total height will be 15 mm. Height is nothing but the thickness of the job. Blank. Always the top surface we are keeping as Z0. Total thickness is 15 mm. It is 15. What is the bottommost point? It is asking. If it is 15 mm, if it is 0 at top, automatically the bottom portion will be minus 15 will come here. Minus 15. See, already I told top surface is 0. When the tool is moving inside the workpiece, it is the negative value of Z. Okay, so that bottommost point will be Z minus 15. Then click OK. This is the way to set the blank, and select a line command and the solid mode. Now we are going to do the simulation. If you want, we can decrease or increase the simulation speed. Okay, this is a line by line verification. Every time you have to click the space bar. Line by line it will execute. This is for every tool change. More than one tool we are using. One tool completed. Once again you have to click on the screen. The next tool will come and perform the job. And this one is a continuous simulation. The entire operation will be carried out. So that I am selecting this one and start simulation. If you start, 3 mm N mill cutter will be coming and performing the job. First it is executing the hexagonal shape, and then it is doing the curvature portion. Once the curvature is over, it is creating the circle at a stitch. So this is the way to do simulation. This is the way to use the software. Say here I15 and J0 is there for creating a circle. Starting point to center point, variation in x15 only, so that I15 coming. Okay, no change in y, so that put it 0, or no need to write the value j0 also, simply we can strike out this x22.5 and 37.5 also we can omit it. Simply we can write G0 to I15, we will get a circle properly. So this is the way to use the software. You just go through the slide, how we are writing the program, what are the G codes and the M codes we are using for profile milling, and what type of cutter we are selecting, how to select the raw material size, where to select the reference point, everything we have to watch, and then we can take one or two profiles extra, we can practice. It is very easy to understand. You just go through the video and understand the concept. Okay, in the next slide we will see some mirroring operation. There we are going to take a middle reference. In all 4 quadrants we are going to create the same profile. Simply the coordinate values only will change, and we are going to apply some mirroring commands. No need to write a program for all the 4 quadrants. For only one quadrant only we are going to write the program. By giving mirroring commands, we will get the profile in all 4 quadrants. That we will see in the next slide. Next one is slide number 9, the mirroring operation. Okay. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you.